Doug Gottlieb, I think, took a shot at Bronny James I think he took a shot at Bronny James several months ago where he explained, I think someone asked him if Bronny James could play at Wisconsin Green Bay, where Doug Gottlieb is the first-year head coach, while he also hosts a radio show. And so Doug Gottlieb tweeted out about Bronny, he would compete to start, but while I like how he moves the ball and defends, he wouldn't be my point, and my wings are bigger, and without seeing him with us, I think it would be hard for him to be a starter. I think, does TBH mean to be honest? I think that's what it means, TBH.
Yeah, to be honest.
Anyway, LeBron James has not forgotten that, and because Doug Gottlieb and Wisconsin Green Bay, I think they've won 2 games this season. They haven't won a game in 3 months. And someone tweeted out, or there was information, not the LeBron James tweet, the one before that. Someone, there we go. Doug Gottlieb and Green Bay have not won a basketball game in 3 months. The Phoenix are currently 2-24. LeBron reposted that and said, earn two, not given, exclamation point. Got to give him credit, though. Some real sarcasm here by LeBron James. You like it, you love it. You got a problem with LeBron James trolling Doug Gottlieb.
Well, here's the issue, and I like Doug. Doug's a real basketball guy. I mean, LeBron can't say, well, you never played the game. Doug actually played at a pretty high level. He didn't make the NBA, but
Oklahoma
he still made
State,
it.
Yeah.
Right. He by percentage, Doug Gottlieb made it farther in basketball than 98% of the people that ever lace up a pair of Chuck Taylors. Okay, so he has some expertise. He gave an honest appraisal of a player. All right, so LeBron, obviously that's your son. You're going to have a certain feeling about that. Perfectly understood. But I don't think that makes Doug Gottlieb's appraisal dishonest. And so, LeBron, are you upset that it was said, or are you upset that your son may be nothing more than a rotational player on a 3-24 squad? And I think that's an indictment on the Lakers that young man is on the team. At least sometimes.
So you've put me in an incredible spot. I got to defend LeBron James. Not that I'm going to be critical of Doug Gottlieb, someone I consider a friend, but I have to defend LeBron James here. A basketball coach at the D1 level,
right,
had some slight criticism of LeBron James's son.
Right. Okay.
So, publicly. And so I don't have a problem with the dad of Bronny James saying, oh, he took a little shot at you in public. I got no problem with LeBron saying, oh, I'm going to take a little shot back at Doug Gottlieb. He thinks my son would struggle to play at Wisconsin Green Bay. How about the struggle you're having, Doug? I got no problem with what LeBron did here as a dad.
Was Gottlieb asked that question and then just answered it, or did he just specifically blurt it out? Because I think there's a difference in terms of the context. Was he just looking to take a shot at the kid, or did someone ask on Twitter, hey, Doug, what is your scouting report on Bronny? And can we be honest about it? It's not like Bronny that one season at USC was exactly Harold Miner or Dwayne Cooper. Didn't he average 2 points a game?
I think 3 or 4, maybe 5, maybe as many as 5.
So he's Lorenzo Orr.
Maybe as many as 5. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's be clear here. Doug Gottlieb has not given up his radio broadcasting job. He still hosts a show on Fox Sports Radio. He was doing it, coaching his team, hosting Fox Sports Radio. He didn't need someone to ask him a question about Bronny James. It's part of his job as a radio talk show host to comment on Bronny James. But if a dad wants to comment back and make a point about, hey, you could really use Bronny James, or perhaps your team's not as good as you thought, I have zero problem with LeBron clapping back months later, now that the results are in, and I'll go a step further, and I would say this to Doug personally, and maybe will or maybe have. I just don't think you can coach a college basketball team, a Division I college basketball team, and host a daily sports talk radio show. It's going to lead to things like this, little beef between serious basketball influencers, and I just think it's too much of a distraction being a coach of a rebuilding college basketball franchise, you ain't got no time for no side hustle.
Jason, I completely agree. You had to choose one or the other. And there has to be a decision you make in terms of, are you all in or are you partially in? That I don't disagree. However, can we be honest about it? If you were to say, hey, Doug, yeah, what's up, coach? I have this great transfer guy. He's in the portal, and I believe he's going to help you. Really? What's his name? Well, I don't know his name, but he scored 3 points at USC. Well, suddenly now you become a 6-win team. I mean, Jason, let's be honest about it. Maybe he shouldn't have said it at all, but Doug Gottlieb's scouting report may have still been very, very accurate. Both can be true.
There's no question, and I believe Doug's scouting report is accurate. I believe Doug values honesty and free speech over doing what's best and in his best interest. Sometimes he's just too transparent and too honest. I think if I'm the athletic director, if I'm Wisconsin Green Bay, I'm like, hey, man, we got a major rebuilding effort going on in this NIL era, and you know, we've won 2 games this season. I think the votes are all in. We're paying you good money. You got to step away from the radio show and focus on this rebuilding job. I think Doug would be making a mistake if he doesn't do it, because this is a great shot. You can win games at Wisconsin Green Bay and elevate as a college basketball coach, and I know that's Doug's real passion.
Well, I have a question for the AD and the athletic department there. Why did you not put an ultimatum? If you're going to be our coach. You don't get to be a part-time, I don't say part-time. You don't get to coach and do a national radio show. To me, they enabled this. Maybe we ought to really question those who allowed it.
Well, I think he talked them into it and hey, let's do something unique. We don't have all the NIL money that everybody else has in Division I basketball. Let me be the public figure, talk show radio host that's a coach. Maybe that's our hook. Maybe we'll attract a kid that normally wouldn't come because the coach is unique, and I can shine a little spotlight on what we're doing here at Wisconsin Green Bay, and we can get into rooms and houses and in on recruits because I'm this talk show host. He made a pitch and a sell thinking it would work. I believe the results are in. It doesn't work. I'll be shocked if Wisconsin Green Bay doesn't require him to step away from being a talk show host.
I'm with you, and if I was him, I might just go back to being a talk show host. You win every game there. You never lose. Not in that job.
That is true. Like what you saw? Hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the full episode by clicking the link below.